What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another great episode of Jump Off the Porch, man. It's the one and only guy, Ruck Double Live, baby. We coming to see you live with another great episode. Before I start this episode, man, I want to make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, so we can keep this thing going, so we can get all the fans and everybody involved with this thing, man. Let everybody know what's up with North Carolina, man. Without further ado, I want to introduce my special guest, my brother, my boy, NBA superstar for the Charlotte Hornets, Mr. Devonte Graham, baby. What's good?
Guy, what up? What up with you?
Ain't nothing, man. How you been doing?
Been great, bro. Chilling, working out, grinding. But been good, bro.
Had an off season for you, man. You know, I seen you been doing a lot of traveling. I hope you've been staying safe with it, and you know how that's been for you.
It's been good. Like you said, staying safe, making sure that number one. But grinding. Trying to, since we didn't get in the bubble, stay active, stay in shape, so just staying ready for whenever we do get to play again.
It's crazy to see you always positive with it. Any dark situation, you're turning light, man. Keep a smile on your face, and that's just how you been always. Where you get that from?
My mama, no doubt. Everybody, she had me when she was so young. She didn't know what to do and stuff like that, but she was never down. Always stayed positive, always had a smile on her face. You would never know if something was wrong. So, I mean, you living, you breathing, you should be smiling, you know, even if it's your worst, going through something. So, I just try to keep that positive mindset.
I feel that. That's a fact. She do always be happy, man.
Yeah.
She light up the room.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Man, talk about that first year for you, man. First year getting drafted in second round. What was your mindset like going into the draft?
Man, I was nervous.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to think. I didn't know where I was gonna go. But you feel me? Once I heard my name called, it was like, you feel me? I was just ready to get to where I was going and start working, start grinding.
Like a weight off your shoulders, right?
Like a weight, yeah. Like a dream come true, basically. But that first year was definitely tough. Like you said, turning something dark into the light. You know, going from Kansas and playing all the time to going to Charlotte and not playing at all, and going to the G League and different things like that. But it was a good year, learning experience for me, playing behind Kemba and Tony, and then those guys had left, and then this year opened up.
Right. Talk about, going back to playing behind one of the best guards really out of Charlotte before you emerged, just behind Kemba, and then bringing in TP.
Yeah.
Talk about what you learned from them and just all that they taught you.
Man, that guy Kemba, unbelievable.
Yeah.
His change of speed, his confidence, his shots, finishing around the basket. Kemba like 5'10",
right.
on a good day.
Right.
So he don't be scared of going in and finish against nobody. It was never a game where he didn't play with confidence. So I think learning that from him and just watching him and how he moved and how he, you feel me, how he worked.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big
confidence.
thing. Yeah, get it from straight working and that confidence. You always got to keep it with you.
That's that dog. That dog. And he definitely.
New York in him.
Yeah, he definitely had. Yeah, especially being up north cats, definitely about that dog.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you adapted it in your second year. You know, and you always had it. You had it. You know what I'm saying, at Kansas, but it was something different. What was the shift in this year for you to go from averaging under 15 minutes your rookie year, under 5 points, to this year being the guy averaging 20 and 8? You know
it was the opportunity. You feel me? Like Kemba leaving, Tony retiring. It was just a whole lot of space opened up for me. It was like, I'm going to either take advantage of this moment or I'm going to let it slip out. And for me, you know, my eyes just lit up. So that summer, I just remember we was going so hard just because I knew, like, I had a chance to play a lot of minutes. Even I was coming in thinking I was playing a backup. And
right. Because
y'all did get because we had Terry.
Yeah.
And, you know, feel me, he was going to be the starter. I was going to be backup, but I was fine with that. But then, you know, a couple games to the season, things started shifting, and I was playing very well. And another whole mindset had to come about once I started starting. Yeah,
you had to start really changing your mindset from a backup guy to leading these guys.
And really playing against, you feel me, the 6th, 7th, 8th man to now Pat Beverly guarding me. So it was crazy.
Talk about that. Like, you just going into the part where you just now going against these guys where we used to watch on TV all the time, and just looking up to those guys is really just like now I'm playing in front of these guys. What was your moment of star? I don't know if you was Starstruck or whatever.
Starstruck.
Yeah. What was your starstruck?
That was my rookie year.
Yeah.
We played the Lakers.
LeBron, yeah.
I think that was the first time I had ever been like. No, that was the second time because I had met MJ. That was when I had first met MJ. Obviously,
what was that like?
That was OD starstruck. Like I'm like, dang, like
it's like
this really the GOAT right here, telling me I need to cut my hair. Like he was like, yo, you need to cut your hair.
He told you
that was like the first thing he said to me. Like, yo, when you gonna cut your hair? I'm like, nah.
That's when you had the wild fro.
I had a wild, crazy fro. But that and LeBron, I remember being in layup lines, just watching LeBron dunk. Like I was in the crowd, and I'm sitting there supposed to be doing layups. I'm just sitting there watching them go dunk. Like, damn, that's really LeBron. Like I grew up watching this guy the whole time. Yeah, so that was my.
Did you meet him, like dap him up, talk to him?
After the game?
Yeah.
After the game, me, my uncle, we had seen him dap him up.
Big Prom.
Yeah.
Big Prom.
Shout out Prom.
You already know.
He told me to give him a shout out too when I came up here.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
Big Prom the General, baby. Check him out. But yeah, just talking about that, even just how your family is, man. They'll travel to Kansas, to Brewster, to anywhere just to see you play. Talk about how that just motivates you and push you.
That's the biggest motivation ever, bro. Like everything I do, it's for them. The confidence I play with because of them. Even when I was like not getting highly drafted highly recruited for colleges and stuff like that. You feel me? I still have my family behind me telling me like, yo, you really good. Like you can do this, you can do that. Like keep grinding, keep staying in the gym. They travel everywhere I go. They wear my jerseys everywhere they go. Yeah. You know, the shirts, like all that. It means so much, like that you don't really. A lot of people don't realize like that. My support system is so crazy, and they just believe in me so well. Like it just made me go harder just for them.
Yeah, I ain't even know you could get high school jerseys made. Like, we was in high school, we would have like 5 different number 4 jerseys in the crowd. I'm like, yo, when did we get all these jerseys? Like,
family found a way to get some jerseys.
Yo, for real. Had grandma out there. Shout out grandma. Yeah, that's real though. That's real love right there. But yeah, like even taking it back to high school and just like, did you ever see yourself being that?
Yeah.
Being that guy, being an NBA superstar. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You just was playing.
Not in high school. I probably didn't think that until like I probably didn't think I would had a chance to go to the NBA until like junior year in college. I mean, like I said, confidence wise, I don't think I was there. Like I was confident enough to be in college playing in Kansas, but thinking about NBA, I didn't think I was really that good until like my junior year. That's when everything had switched.
It's crazy because we always knew that. Like even just with the natural things you would do, like we freshman year, you lifting 145. Like why is you lifting that much? Like on the bench, like we walking in the gym, this dude pick up a ball and throw it across the court. Cash. Like I'm like, yo, only he can do this stuff. Like it was crazy. It's just like, bro, he meant for something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy to watch. Just even the natural ability you have to just elevate your game to work on it to the point where you thought like you wouldn't even see that. You would still think you was raw and you worked like it. You know what I'm saying? You put the work in to elevate. Where'd you get that work ethic from? Your mom's too?
Yeah. I mean my family for sure. But then just not being always being the underdog. Like I was shorter than everybody. I didn't grow until junior year in high school too. But you know what I'm saying, just not being a top high school recruit, you know, everybody thinking they better than you and all that kind of stuff. It just made you know what I'm saying, always be humble and work harder than everybody. So, you know, some people get complacent because they grow up, they hit their growth spurts and stuff before other people.
Too early.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they just stay the same. But for me, it was like every year you gotta get better. So I think that's what it was.
Yeah, you got better to the point where you realized that you was better than App State. Like, no knock to App State, but you realize your worth in that type of sense. Just talk about that struggle that you had to go through, that free DT moment, you know what I'm saying, that movement that was going on to where, you know what I'm saying, just talk about that.
That was the hardest. I think that was the hardest year of my basketball career ever.
Yeah.
Because I had committed, and then I didn't want to go, but I had already signed, so they wouldn't let me out. And then he was just telling me, like, nah, like, you got to come. You got to come. And I was like, but, like, you're supposed to want what's best for me. You know what I'm saying? If I say I don't want to go there, I want to just explore some other options, see if somebody else, like a bigger program, wanted me. I feel like you should let me do that. But
you wouldn't even be happy like that.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even be happy with me being there, knowing that I didn't want to be there.
That I don't want to be here. Right. Then we both. It's not gonna be a good relationship. So like, once he had told me no, I was already like, I'm definitely not coming now. But then I had to go to. It was either sit out a year or go to Brewster and do a 5th year at high school. So I was like, I'm not gonna just sit out a year. I might as well go play. And I was 16 hours away from home. That was my first time ever being away from home. I couldn't talk to no college coaches because I was technically with App State. And then that's when we started the free DT movement. With people thinking I was really locked up, like, but nah, it was just like free me from App State. So, it was a long year of free DT, but the coach ended up getting fired, and then you know that's when all the other schools had came.
That's just a testament to you really keeping your head on and really breaking out to the point where you was elevating your game on another level at Brewster.
Yeah.
Even with all that going on, just talk about your teammates because y'all had a squad there too.
Yeah, me, Isaac Copeland, Sean Ike Raleigh, Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. We had Jared Terrell. We had Chris McCullough. We had a group of guys. Yeah, we had a nice little group.
Yeah.
But they made me elevate my game. I had came in there, like you just said, lifting. They made me start lifting even more. It was like college before college. Like Coach Smith at Brewster was on us. Yeah. Like 6 a.m. for 2 months straight. Like
that prep, like
that shit was crazy, but it prepared me for college mentally. In that year that we had, for sure.
Definitely to take you on to Kansas to do. So yeah, with you being at Brewster, excelling the way you did, how'd you get in contact with Coach Self in Kansas? Talk about that.
Oh, that was like right after App State Coach had got fired. I just remember Coach Smith from Brewster calling me like, "Hey, Kansas is really interested. Bill Self want to know if you would like to come. He would come down here, talk to you." So I'm like, Kansas, like that's the biggest, one of the biggest schools in basketball ever. Like, yeah, I talked to him for sure. Yeah. So I just remember him and a couple assistant coaches flying down there. And we just met in a little room. He told me he wanted me to come on and visit. He really liked my game and all this other stuff. So we set that up. And then I just remember going on my visit and falling in love, like with everything, the atmosphere of the gym, the coaching staff, really the whole town.
Yeah, they say you became the mayor of the town.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Nah, that's what's up though. And then you led them to 4 straight conference championships. So that made what? How many for y'all? It was like
how
14.
Many total?
Yeah,
like 14 in a row.
Straight.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, yo.
Yeah.
And just the mind to just build Self and just coach Self and just talk about how he elevated your game and instilled that confidence in you. Like, what type of coach was he?
He was definitely hard nosed on you, but he's like a player coach. Like he interact with players differently. You know what I mean? Like some coaches might stay the same, like, but every player needs something different.
Right.
Everybody not as mentally strong as the next person. So like he could be talking about somebody else, but he would be screaming at me just because he know I could take it, but he know that guy.
Right.
Would kind of like fold up on the pressure. So he just was trying to relate a message to me through them. So like mental stuff like that other people don't catch on to. But I mean, he made me the leader I am.
I'm about to say that makes you the leader. So you translate to him. I'm yelling at you, but you got to tell him.
Right. So he would just do little things like that, try to get me to lead. I remember he had told me like the end of my freshman year, like after we had lost in the NCAA tournament, like, hey, like you should never not start another game while you're at Kansas. So he was like, basically saying like, from now on, like you should be starting every game. If you do the little things that you're supposed to be doing, like you're gonna start from here on out. I think that had changed my mindset. Like I said, work ethic wise, it made me kind of believe in myself even more.
So going into your last year at Kansas, y'all was really counted out. I remember at the beginning of the season, y'all was really counted because y'all lost Frank, y'all lost Wayne, y'all lost Kelly. Like all the so-called superstars of y'all team was gone. So what made you just take over or give you that confidence to be like we better than what they talking about to lead y'all to the Final Four?
We was definitely counted out, and we had lost like two or three games early in that season. So they started talking about how we wasn't gonna win the Big 12 again, and like you said, how we needed Frank and all those guys. But I mean, we just had to lock in as a team. We was just like, we can't lose. We can't be the team to lose the streak, to end the streak. We had won 13 conference championships in a row. Yeah. So like, I wasn't going to lose on my senior year. Like, I couldn't go out like that. That's a bad taste in your mouth. You know, to be the team to end like that, especially when you're a senior. So I just remember we had player meetings, we had coaches meetings. Like, we gotta get this together
any way we can.
Yeah, like something gotta change. Like everybody just need to lock in and get on the same page. So like, put your differences aside. If you got something to say about somebody, say it right now while we in this meeting and get it off your chest. But other than that, we need to move forward and focus on basketball.
Right. Going into the draft, you wasn't highly looked at because, you know what I'm saying, typically they don't like the 4-year guys. You know, the NBA like the one and dones and the guys, you know what I'm saying, the hype guys. So talk about your mentality going into the draft, into the combine, into the workouts.
For me, it was I had to go and play against all the guys who they thought were like that caliber. Yeah. So like when you go to these different workouts in different cities and different teams, I'm trying to make sure I go up against who they think is top 20, so that I could go and kill him or show them that, look, I'm just as good as he is, or I shoot better than him, or you feel me, I can pass better than him, so that my name would kind of rise up.
You better let no young boy outdo you anyway.
Right, you feel me? Like, I don't really don't sit too much. Anyway, I don't be liking when everybody be hyping them up, so I just be, you know, I don't say too much. I don't do all the extra stuff, but if we get on the court, then it's just that. Like, you're going to have to show them that you're better than me at the end of the day. And so that's what I did. My agent set it up to where I was going against all the guards who was supposed to be drafted ahead of me in each city, and I think that kind of helped me, you know, move my name up, because I was supposed to be like late second, like 50, 60, and I ended up going 34. So I think my workouts definitely helped.
Definitely. Showing, improving yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Jumping into the season, or your breakout season this past year, what would you say would be your most memorable moment of this past year?
Definitely.
You got a lot, man. You got the 40 points. You got the game winning the Garden.
That's my top two right there. I gotta go with those.
Graham goes backdoor. Graham puts up a three. Oh, it's good! It's good! And Charlotte takes the lead with 2.1 remaining. Devonte deep! Oh my goodness! I don't believe it! A 30-footer to Devonte Graham! Just stop it already.
Just because the Garden is just like, it's the Garden.
Yeah.
Like, Spike Lee is the Garden. Like, everybody go there. All the celebrities be there. Like, all of that. And then being able to hit the game with a shot there. You feel me? I had to get that picture framed immediately.
Yeah.
Like, 2 weeks after I had hit that. And then I turned around, I scored 40, career high in Brooklyn. And hit the game winner there, too. So, it was like, I think those two are definitely like side and side.
You was on one for real. You was on one for real. That was great to see. Even, you know what I'm saying, because just the boys back home. You know what I'm saying? We watch, we always tuned in, so it's like we hype like we at the game anyway.
Right, I'm already
Like,
knowing.
Boy, what? I'm trying to tell you, my roommate was looking like, boy, you good? I'm like, nah, this boy eating. Like,
Going
it's
crazy.
different. Like, nah, that's what's up though. So being the crafty guard you are, and getting to the league, doing what you got to do, what made you patent that 3-point shot to make you just elevate your game? Now being one of the top 5 leading 3-point scorers in the league right about now.
Watching Kemba, the way he came off and shot the ball, off screens, off the dribble. Nowadays, you got to, as a point guard, you got to be able to score.
Right.
Like, it's no more really like.
John Paxson.
You feel me? Rajon Rondo's, who's averaging 15 assists, and guys averaging, point guards averaging 30 now. You got Dame, Steph, Kemba, Russ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be able to adjust, but you also gotta be able to make plays. So I think watching Kemba do that helped me realize you gotta be able to score the ball, right? Especially from a 3-point line.
Who'd you work out with the most over the summer to get you? You know what I'm saying, to get your 3-pointer right?
It was training. My coach, named Nate Mitchell. He's from Canada. Like extreme workouts.
One of them.
Great trainer. I'll be like, bro, I might come to Canada just so I can go work out with him. Because I know for a fact what we was doing, he got me way better. And it's not just basic, you know what I'm saying, like catch and shoot or catch between leg cross. Like he make you think while you working out, like type stuff, different situations, different scenarios that you actually be doing in a game, not just like block training.
It's crazy that them guys don't even like look for the recognition. Like that's when that's those guys that really love what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really look for the recognition. They could easily be making millions of dollars training worldwide, type, but they focus on y'all. That's real love right there.
Yeah. Everywhere we go, he be wanting to get in the gym, especially like you need people around you like that. That's gonna make you better. Yeah,
definitely. Talk about making people better. What would you think would be your impact on your teammates, making them better, and how you feel like you made them better this past season?
I think I keep saying confidence, like it's repetitive, but I think that was a big one for me.
It's 80% for real,
right? Like, and letting them know that, like telling guys like, hey yo, you gotta shoot the ball, like you can't pass up open shots. Like we need you to do this. We need you to make shots. Like you gotta be a dog. Like just staying in guys' ear because we was young. Like we had a bunch of young guys playing. It's hard sometimes. We play 82 games. Those guys, we used to playing 2 games in 1 week coming from college, but we playing 5 games in a week now.
Right.
4 different cities, so like wear on your body, and guys get down mentally and stuff like that. So just keeping guys up and positive, like you said.
Facts. What do you think you could work on to even elevate your team as a whole to get y'all? Because you know what I'm saying, they counted y'all out in the bubble and all that. So it's like, what are you working on team wise to get your team better?
I mean,
I know a lot of that over your head
right now as a team, but we have been doing like team Zoom calls, watching film, and little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because our coaching staff definitely want us to improve as a team. We can't practice right now, so they've been sending us like different films and different clips of ourselves, and even the old film like of Kobe and Steve Nash and guys like that, just to keep us thinking and keep us active, basically.
You a big film guy, or like
gotta be? Yeah, you have to be. Like,
elaborate on that for the young guys out there. Really, just what I'm saying, because they don't understand, like high schoolers don't really understand the film aspect and how much that helps you. So just elaborate on that.
For one, we watch film every day. Like, not highlights of yourself, not highlights of your teammates, none of that, but like your mess ups. Like if I come off and I turn the ball over, like seeing what what the defense did to where I need to pass the ball, like where I'm coming off different screens. Then watching other guys like D. Lillard, Steph, Kemba, Steve Nash, Rondo, just all types of guys, and how they play with pace, how they move without the ball. We watch film before every game, like of your mess ups. You and your coach sit down. You watch the film before the game.
That's really what the key is, the mess ups. You gotta watch the mess ups.
Yeah, you gotta watch where you're not so good, so that you get better at that. Because then once you see it again, you know not to do the same thing you just seen on film that you messed up on.
Right. So growing up on the south side of Raleigh, playing AAU ball, you know what I'm saying, you being a fellow Garner Road guy, you know what I'm saying, talk about how they impacted your life in a way and how they elevated you.
Man, G Road.
Shout out G Road.
Shout out G Road, man. Coach West, Coach Coleman, all the guys, TJ Warren, everybody, man. That was, probably the best thing that happened to me at a young age. I remember Coach Coleman had came and saw me play, and then asked if I wanted to come and play with them. So, just being able to travel, playing against the best guys in the country, like I said, and I wasn't always the guy on that team. Like, I rode the bench. I didn't play sometimes. Feel me? Like I said, I wasn't the one growing, so, everybody was big. They was dunking and stuff like that. But
I was stacked top to bottom. I remember being on the other court,
definitely stacked.
Looking at it, I'm like, yo, nah, how we scrimmage on scrimmage at the end. I'm like, yo, we got to scrimmage these. Yo, y'all D1. I major. I'm like, man, come on.
Had guys already committed at like 16, 17.
Yo,
yeah, we was tough. We used to get into some good games with them. Like I said, playing against everybody in the country. Like, it's just that exposure. G-Roll, you get exposure. They got connects. They know coaches. They got it all. Definitely a great program.
It's crazy. It's like you run into guys that you eventually be playing with. Like, I remember y'all playing BG, Brandon Green and them, and Solomon Poole. You know what I'm saying? Then you turn out to be your teammates and stuff. It's crazy.
Kids, that's crazy. It do be crazy how basketball works. Small world.
Small.
Yeah.
When did you start wearing 4, and like, what's the significance of it? But I'm gonna say first, it's crazy how you always wear 4, and then now you in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the 4, like,
ain't even gonna.
It's like manifested for real.
Exit 4 in Charlotte. It's Graham Street.
That's crazy.
OD, like. When I first moved there, like,
bro.
I was like, yo, this joint is like destined. Like, 4 and Graham Street. Like, come on, bro.
When you start wearing number 4?
Well, I started wearing it, I don't know, since I could remember. I remember I wear it because that's when I started playing basketball, when I was 4.
Okay.
So that's why. But, I always wanted number 4. They didn't have 4. I remember I wore 1. And then...
Oh, yeah, you wore 1 at Brewster.
I wore 1, yeah. And then I had 23 when I was, like, in 7th grade.
Yeah.
MJ, though. It's MJ. But other than that, it's 4. Like, everywhere I go, 4. I remember Dwayne Bacon had told me, like, he was about to get 4 the year I had got drafted. And I was like, I don't know what I would have did.
Yeah, you would have had to play him for that.
Yeah,
easily.
We would have had to do some. We had to come to some agreement because I need that 4.
Right. That's crazy.
And I'm number 4 in assists in the league.
I seen that. I remember you
4
said that
just
to the
travel
chat.
everywhere with me, bro.
Yeah, that's tough though.
It's crazy.
Yeah, my boy on boxes of cereal now, man. It's my guy right here. Yeah. Talk about how you felt about that. You know, that's some childhood dream stuff besides being sponsored by Jordan. Shoot.
Man, I remember when I first seen it, I'm like, man, what is this? Like,
yeah.
But I think it was for the MIP, most improved. You know, everybody shouting it out.
Yeah.
D Wade just shouted it out yesterday. So like, I think it's fire though. To be honest, it's crazy. Definitely like humbling though.
Yeah.
At the same time, but yeah.
Something we ain't never thought about.
Right.
Like,
Never.
that's crazy. Even another thing, being sponsored by Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, that's a childhood. Man, what?
If we could have that when we was in high school.
What, bro? I'm trying to tell you, yo.
We used to camp out for them joints.
Overnight, sleeping tents and stuff, man. Like, and now you just get them at will. I'm talking, what do you call it, Christmas? About a box load.
Christmas. I remember my agent had first told me, like, you can either do Adidas or you can do Jordan. And it was Adidas because I had went to Kansas.
Uh-huh.
And at some point, you do for me, they offer you a certain amount of money. Jordan wasn't offering me as much as Adidas was.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, it really ain't about the money. Like,
Nah.
It's Jordan.
It's
like,
Jordan.
I get free Jordans. Like, oh yeah, I'm signing with Jordan. And that's my owner.
Right.
Like, I gotta sign with Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
For
what
the
I'm saying?
free shipments, and my first shipment was like 10 boxes.
A straight
It was
Jordan.
like, it was like 40 pair of shoes. And I was like, oh yeah, I made the right decision. By far.
I even see it now. The boy got a whole wall full of shoes, plus the back closet full of shoes. Like, yeah. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me hold them. What's up? Let me hold them.
Throw a couple here and there.
Yeah. Even
Yes,
with
sir.
that, man, you just always showing love, man. That's really what it is about you that separates you from a lot of superstars. And I credit that and I give you that. You feel me? Like, you stayed the same.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you came back, show love to the homeboys and all of that. Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that from a lot of guys. A lot of guys switch up and all of that. I even tell my guys, like, I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You know Devonte? Yeah, but he just, I don't see him like he just Devonte. You feel me? Like, that's my homie.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, it's crazy to even see that, to even like not even feel that. You know what I'm saying? The superstars type of realm. Like, that's what's up, and I really appreciate that.
No doubt. Gotta show
Yeah,
love.
You already
Especially
know.
when everybody support you, you feel me?
Definitely.
And you gotta reciprocate that energy, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna
Nobody
stop.
bigger than nobody.
Everybody eats, B.
Everybody eats.
Yeah, man. Hey, once again, man, I want to thank you for pushing up, man. You already know.
You know what's
You
up.
feel me, man? My boy Devonte Graham. I'm sure y'all heard about him, man. Most improved player in my eyes and a whole lot of people's eyes. We're going to keep it like that, man. We want to thank y'all again for tuning in for another great episode of Jump Off the Porch. Also, we want to remind y'all to like, comment, subscribe, man. Come on, man. Show love, baby. We just talked about it. You feel me?
Love.
Let's level up, man. Let's level up, man. I want to thank y'all again. It's your one and only guy, Rock Double I, man. We out.